Hi guys, I'm going to share with you today my slow cooker short ribs. I hope you enjoy the following video. Have a great day. Thank you. Okay, let's get started with our ribs. You need a storage bag, 2/3 cup flour. Put it in your bag. We need, here, 2 teaspoons of salt. Meanwhile, I have a 1/4 cup of butter melting in my skillet on medium high or medium low, however you want to say it, not much different. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and we're going to put that in our bag. And we are going to shake them together. And we're going to take our short ribs and place them in a couple at a time in small batches. Close the bag and give them a shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake my booty. Shake, shake, shake. Shake my booty. It's not ready, and it's not quite ready. I'm going to, let's see, bring you over to the skillet so you can see. Oh, you just see me put them in, so I'm going to bring you over. Whee! Boom. Medium high. Okay. So you're gonna get out one of your ribs, shake off the excess foil, and place it in your pan. And continue to do so until you have them all in the pan. Okay, now we have all of our ribs in our pan, and the pan is set on medium high. We're going to go ahead and brown them on all sides. Whenever you do this recipe, you're definitely going to want an all-day rest to make it, because you have to cook this in your stock pot for 9 to 10 hours, and they'll be so moist, juicy, and tender and fall off the bone. You can use boneless. You want a nice crust on the bottom. You can use boneless spare ribs, or yeah, spare ribs. They are ribs. They're boneless short ribs. The difference is they're short. So they took the same cut essentially and shortened it, but this has more meat than a regular rib. And the difference of this and boneless is that the bone is removed, so it's just meat. I prefer the bone in because the bone, while it's cooking in your crock pot, will release more flavor into it, into your, all the melange it's cooking in, and it makes it much more tender and flavorful. getting a nice crust. Just like that. That's what we want. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Some butter to that middle. Make sure this guy gets some butter. Butter, butter, everything's better with butter. I usually make this for what I call my appetizer Easter. I'll make a bunch of just random dishes instead of one specific meal for Easter. That's the kind of crust we want. Now we're going to go ahead and rotate it because we want to brown them on all sides. Don't say let's hurry. Come on. Stop fighting me, dang it. Yes. Nice and brown. And get you over here in the butter. Butter, 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 butter. Butter, 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 butter. Better with butter. Once they start browning, it takes less time on each side once they get going, as you see. By the time you get them all flipped, they're usually ready to go on the next side. Alright, you're gonna fight me on this, aren't you? Turn this way. Turn. There. Cooperate. Let's turn the heat down a little bit more of a medium heat. And this side's done again. That side's already brown. Stand up. Well, that one don't want to stay standing. Prop it against another one. You see, does not take long at all. And I'm going to do the ends also. Stand up. Uh-oh. Now our short ribs are all cooked, browned on all sides. We're going to go ahead and place them in our crock pot. If you use a bone, I put them bone down, but you don't have to. Depending on the size of your short ribs, you may need to stand some up or all of them. So we're just going to go ahead and place them in our pot. And I'm going to wash my hands and I'll be right back. Now after we remove the meat in the same skillet, my butter was a little darker than I wanted, so I drained the butter off. But if your butter's not too dark, you want to use the same butter you cook the meat in. I put in 2 tablespoons of clean butter after I cleaned the pan. And to that we need to add 1 large diced onion. And we're going to saute this a little. Ooh, that's a strong onion. Woo-wee. Over here measuring out some ingredients if I can while I'm sauteing without drinking a bunch of cups. If I really can do. Oh, I need something. Okay. These don't have to be cooked thoroughly done because they're going to go in the crock pot with the short ribs for 9 to 10 hours. So these onions will get plenty cooked. So we're going to add, you can use fresh garlic or you can use pre-jarred. We need 5 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to add a heaping forkful and a half. This is on a medium-low setting. Now you need 3/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. If you'll notice that I have 2 colors of brown sugar. This bottom is regular brown sugar and this darker is diabetic replacement brown sugar. I want to make this safe enough for Jay to eat, so try and cut out any sugar where I can. We're going to add 1.5 cups of beef broth. This is so messy when it pours. I don't know why it bloop, 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 bloop. Anyhow, beef broth. That's 1 cup. And 1/2 cup. Give that a stir. To this, I need to add 3/4 cup of red wine vinegar. It is vinegar. It is not actually wine. I think it has a little wine content to it. That's why it's called red wine vinegar. Now we need a half a cup of... No, I'll save that one. I'll do this one next. A third cup Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to turn this down until I get all the ingredients in because I don't want it to cook too fast. Okay. Now we need half cup of chili sauce. Come on, cooperate. It doesn't want to come out of the bottle. Ooh, there it goes. Uh-oh, got too much. Great, how do I get it back in? Get a narrow opening. I'm just going to put it all in. I put a little bit too much, not very much. Now we need a third cup of ketchup. I am going to combine a little bit of diabetic ketchup with regular ketchup to reduce the sugar content. So, I don't know if you can see, this is the diabetic. It's almost to the third cup. And I'm going to make up the difference with regular ketchup. So basically about 2 tablespoons of regular ketchup and the rest is all diabetic. Now, to that, we are going to add 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. And we're going to give this a stir. Stir, stir, stir. Doesn't need to cook very long, just to combine the ingredients. Make sure the ketchup and the chili paste get cooked in and there's not a clump of it like I just saw 2 seconds ago. Just to get the flavors mixing together before you dump it on your short ribs. You just want to make sure everything's working together smoothly and seamlessly to envelop all the flavors correctly into your meats. Okay, so we're going to turn that off. I see a clump of paste or ketchup. Smash it against my pan. There we go. I'm going to swing you around. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my crock pot on low so I don't forget. We got our browned short ribs in our pan, and our sauce has cooked over here in our skillet. I almost dumped it just now. Ooh, that is hot. rib and the shorter handle, and it's hot. So I'm going to go ahead and dump my sauce right in on my meat. We want to cover this and cook this for 9 to 10 hours. And I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. Please let me know what you think and subscribe. Have a great day. This is my slow cooker short ribs, garlic buttermilk mashed potatoes. I hope you've enjoyed these recipes, and thank you for watching.